But about a month later, I started dropping weight fast. I was constantly running a fever. Had pounding headaches.
This used to be her, y'all. Bruh. What is good? Diamond Dynasty, baby. Y'all already know what's going on in this video today. Today, man, as you guys can tell by the title of this video, what we're gonna be reacting to. I am not thrilled at all to react to this video, but I did have a couple of you guys want my reaction to this whole STI/STD pandemic, epidemic in Houston, Texas. Don't come over here to Dallas, Texas with that shit. All right, Houstonians, we already don't fuck with each other like that. I don't know why it's an unspoken beef between Dallas and Houston, but we don't really fuck with each other. You know what I'm saying? Even though I fuck with my Houston niggas. But don't bring that ratchet ass shit, that dirty ass shit to Dallas, Texas. Please and thank you. All right, make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell the Angel Mama to tell the Uncle Joe he's still a hoe. Let's get right into the video. Man, let's get it.
I said it, man. I said it.
Mr. Crier, man. Every time I turn on a YouTube video where it has a TikTok on it, I see this nigga, Mr. Crier, man. Shout out to you. He doing his thing.
How many times do I have to say it about coming out here to Houston looking for a relationship, man? Guy posted something on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. He moved here about 3.5 years ago, man, because he wanted to come to Houston to connect with a female that he met through Instagram. She looked good, standing behind a car, nice fitted outfit on, body was banging.
And bitch was burning.
Got here and found out that it wasn't what he thought it was. His story is that when he first met her through Instagram, that she claimed to be a nurse and going to school to, on her own dentistry office or whatever. Get out here. A week after he moved out here, she claimed, I'm sorry, a week before she moved out here, she claimed that she lost her job, her car was getting repoed or had got repoed, and that's just not the crazy story. After they started dating for a while, he noticed that she started disappearing from home a lot, and then when she would come home, she would have all of her friends over, and he didn't have a job, so he didn't have medical insurance or anything like that. He started messing with her and everything was good. About 3 weeks into the relationship of him moving out here to Houston, he ended up contracting something
he couldn't get rid of.
Caused him to burn when he was urinating. We know what that is. That's that big G. You guys don't know what the big G is. That stands for gonorrhea. So he's online crying about that she burned him. He caught gonorrhea. He swore he never cheated on her. He didn't know anybody out here. Now that's 3 weeks after he moved out here. Now, come to find out, he's online saying that he has HIV. It's a sad story to see this man on here crying like this, but it's real, and this is why I say, coming out here to Houston, man, trying to date, man, you're going to end up catching something that not even a doctor can get rid of. Now, in the video, he did say that he's healthy, he's taking medication.
Unless you got Magic Johnson money, they can make that shit disappear for the right price.
And that's kind of keeping that under control a little bit. But he's heartbroken because he said that she knew that she had HIV and she should
lock her up.
They told him. I think that that is a crime. That should be attempted, you know what?
Yeah.
When you willingly know that you got a virus like that, you're supposed to tell partners, people that you're about to engage with, especially if it's going to be something in the bedroom. So now he has to live with this for the rest of his life. He also went on in the video to say because he contracted what he contracted, there was no need for him to leave her because nobody else would want him. Because he would have to.
That's not funny. That's not funny. Diamond, relax. It's not funny. We're not laughing. All right. I think I had said this in like, I don't know if it was yesterday, one of yesterday's videos. I think it was in one of yesterday's videos where I said, if you got herpes, I think it was the one from yesterday where the dude killed the wife because allegedly she gave him herpes. Y'all should have just stayed together, fam. Just stay together. Cause like I said in the last video, nobody want a herpaderp, okay? Like, y'all might as well just get together, stay together, Or I'm pretty sure they have like communities for that and all of that. You know, if anybody's watching this video who has that, I'm definitely not making fun of you. That shit is tragic as fuck, all right? That is so tragic. I've been so blessed to never have an STD in my life before, but that's tragic. I'm not making fun of nobody. It's not a laughing matter. But I don't know, my humor is a little fucked up, all right? But that's exactly what I said, exactly what he's saying. Y'all should just get married, stay together, and you know what I'm saying? That way y'all are not affecting the rest of the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? But let me know what y'all think.
For him to leave her because nobody else would want him anyway. Because he would have to expose the fact that whoever he talks to, that he is infected. So he is still with the lady, but this is the perfect example of what I was saying, guys. You cannot be coming out here to date if you're looking for a date. Come out here just to party. Now, I tell you this story not to talk about women. That was just a story that I was giving you guys an example of. The men out here are just as worse as the women, man. Houston, if you look it up, the statistics is through the roof, man. The HIV rate just out here in Texas alone, mainly the Houston area, because the Houston area is where everybody migrates to, because they
keep
feel
that
like
shit over there.
For all the men that who got money, the women who got the nice bodies and stuff.
And everybody in Houston who outside, finna be inside here in a second.
Like that, but it's not what you think, man. It's nasty out here. It's very nasty, guys. It is nasty.
And let me just say, it don't matter where you are. It could be Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, Japan, England, London, UK. It doesn't matter where you're from and where you are, right? You gotta know, if you're engaging in these activities, just be very, very careful, right? Try your best to use discernment. I know sometimes you can blame it on alcohol and blame it on the liquor, but if you wake up the next day and you end up with an HIV or a herpaderp or something you cannot scratch off and get rid of, or take a pill for, or get a shot in your booty for, right? I heard stories, it wasn't me. But if you wake up with something that you cannot get rid of, you are gonna feel some type of way, fam. And was that little moment of pleasure worth the rest of your life living with some shit that you can't get rid of? Bro, you better choose wisely. You better choose wisely. All right, that's all I got to say on that.
So I'm gonna say this: if
I ain't
you
gonna
come
lie.
out here, when you plan on moving out here, bring your woman with you, or meet you someone back home that you know of, because Houston is not the place.
Or ask for papers, okay? I'm okay. Like, I don't take no type of offense if you ask for papers from me. You know, I can get them papers. Them papers all say negative, 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 negative. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. So, if that makes you feel safer, do that. Or, you know, I don't know, man. You just got to protect yourself in the way that you feel like you're going to protect yourself. It can get ugly out here. That's all I can say on that. It can get ugly, and you are the only one that's responsible at the end of the day for who you choose to lay down with, right? You're the only one that is responsible. Yes, if that person has knowledge of them having an STD or something like that that they can't get rid of, or even if they can, it is supposed to be their responsibility to let you know. But at the end of the day, you got to take care of you. So whatever gives you peace of mind, do that, you know?
To come and look for a date at, man. Like I said before, you're gonna either go broke out here, you're gonna be stressed out, and you're gonna get cheated on. I promise you. But it's a sad situation that this guy got HIV because he decided to come out here in Houston to date, man. Let me know in the comments what you think this guy.
Like I said, those things that he listed, they can happen anywhere to anybody, y'all.
Should he stay with the woman? Should he left the woman? I mean, in my opinion, just in my opinion, I don't think it really matters whether he stayed with the woman or not. Nobody else is going to want him unless he gets with somebody who contracted the same thing.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up, Mr. Pryor. That's fucked up, doggy. Like I said, ain't nobody else gonna want you.
Because of an Instagram DM and came home with a souvenir you didn't buy, that's not romance. That's paperwork. Let's talk about moving for love and...
All right. Let's move on. Let's move on, doggies. Let's move along.
You know, they express that Houston has a very, very high STD rate. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. People do not care
Who they fucking on?
catching anything.
That's crazy.
People do not fear HIV. People do not fear syphilis, gonorrhea.
Until they get that shit.
People don't fear none of those things.
Until they get that.
People live life on the edge, and they are pleasure chasing, meaning they don't care about the consequences. Long as they can feel good in the moment, that's it. That's all people chase. You know? And I'm telling people the reality of it is, people really, when it comes to sex, people don't care about protecting themselves. And ladies, listen to this. I'm a man. I hang around a lot of men. Had plenty of conversations with men. And men, you know, we love to talk about women and stuff with each other, right? And over the years, I can tell you now, the things that I've seen men do and heard men do is crazy. I'm talking about people married, long relationships, and out here having unprotected sex with different people and coming back home like that happened. On top of that, not using protection. You got men who will fly out the country, have sex with foreign women, unprotected, come back to their wife or girlfriend.
And now your wife got the clap.
Sleep with them unprotected like nothing happened. Don't even go get tested.
Sheesh.
And let's talk about, there's a window in time when you need to get tested. If you have unprotected sex, don't go run to the doctor 2 weeks after that thinking that your results are going to be authentic. They're not. They're not going to be
delayed
results because you have to wait until
processing.
Whatever virus it is detectable. And some of y'all play games. Y'all know that stuff will not be detectable within a week or 2 weeks after unprotected sex, but you'll run and go get tested real quick. And be, oh, I'm clean, bro. You ain't even give enough time to settle in your system. See, people do that too. But that's a whole nother conversation. But you, man, I'm telling you, these men nowadays, all you have to do is have a pretty face, nice body. Matter of fact, you don't even have to have a pretty face. Just a nice body and the dude will hit you raw.
You ain't even gotta have a nice body. These niggas' standards is to the flow, to the flow. Ain't even gotta have a nice body. Ain't gotta have a face. Ain't gotta have a body. You just gotta have a coochie. And every woman has one.
Consistently and not even ask you about your stat.
What else we got? I want to get to the actual. Let me see the nitty gritty. That's what we came here for, y'all. Fuck all of that. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Let's see. Hold on, man. Shit is muted. Alright.
Unprotected, not knowing nothing. I don't know. Y'all just need to be careful out here because it's wicked. Y'all thoughts on it though.
I found out I was HIV positive after noticing strange spots on my body and experiencing high
That just gave me the goosebumps, y'all.
fever. It all started
God.
after a night out with my friend. I remember drinking way too.
I got goosebumps,
Much definitely more than I should have. Things spiraled so quickly that I completely lost control of what I was doing. My friend tried to get me home safely, but we got into an argument and she decided to leave. I stayed at the party with some other people and eventually met this girl. She seemed fun, and the last thing I remember was dancing and having a good time. The next morning, I woke up in her bed confused, hungover, and with no clear memory of what had happened. I left quietly before she woke up, telling myself it was nothing serious. I thought that night wouldn't come back to haunt me, but about a month later, I started dropping weight fast. I was constantly running a fever, had pounding headaches, and weird spots started showing up on my skin. That's when I started to panic deep down. I had a terrible feeling about what might have happened that night. So I finally went to the hospital, and that's when, comment if you want to, hear part 2. I found out I was HIV positive after noticing strange spots on my body and experiencing high fevers. It all started after a night out with my friend. I remember drinking a lot more than I should have. Things got so out of hand that I completely...
Y'all gotta slow down on the liquor too, ladies and gentlemen. Slow down on that shit. Especially if you cannot stop yourself and you don't know when to stop. You don't know when it's too much until it hits you and you feel like, damn, now I'm fucked up. But by that time, you're a leaf blowing in the wind in the night or in the daytime for some of y'all day drinkers. and you don't know what the fuck you finna do next. I've been there, done that. You want to be in control of what's going on, right? Not trying to preach, not trying to be your mama, not trying to be your mammy, all right? I'm just saying, if you can't control yourself, you can't control your liquor, you want to at least be drinking around people who you trust. You don't want to be outside willy-nilly. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that because anything can happen. You're subject to anything, bro. People, you could be taken advantage of. You could be blackout drunk and just be moving. You just do not want to move like that, fam. You always want to be on your P's and Q's. You always want to stay on your game. If you're not staying on your game, man, the shit is not going to pan out the way you want it to. You might be safe a time or two, but there's going to be that one time where you're the story for tomorrow, right? Everybody talking about what you did the next day. So, ladies and gentlemen, take it from me, okay? Control your fucking alcohol or be okay with the consequences. If you contract something or you did some embarrassing shit or you cussed out somebody that you love or whatever it is, right? Alcohol is that one thing that is going to have you out of control if you consume too much. So make sure that you stay in your body, my nigga. Don't allow the demons to possess your spirit. Don't let them spirits inside by consuming too much alcohol to where you lose your mind, you lose your consciousness. And now something else is taking over in the front seat. You in the back seat, nigga. You ain't even in the passenger. You in the back seat while whatever entity this is, allegedly, is in the driver's seat driving for you. You do not want to be a victim of that, bruh. You don't want to do that. So, I'm trying to tell y'all.
Lost control of what I was doing. My friend tried to get me home safely, but we ended up arguing, and she decided to leave.
That looks crazy,
I stayed at the party with some other friends and eventually met this guy. He seemed fun, and the last thing one remember was dancing and having a great time. The next morning, I woke up in his bed, confused and unable to recall most of the night. I left before he woke up, brushing it off, like it was no big deal. I thought that night wouldn't have any consequences. But a month later, I started losing a lot of weight. I was constantly running a fever, had terrible headaches,
my God,
and noticed strange spots appearing on my skin. That's when panic set in deep down. Had a terrible feeling about what might have happened that night. I decided to go to the hospital, and that's what...
This chat GPT AI motherfucker has one job, and it's to read. And it can't even read correctly.
And that night, I decided to go to the hospital, and that's what... Comment if you want to hear part 2. I found out I was HIV positive after noticing strange spots on my body and experiencing high fever. It all started after a night out with my friend. I remember drinking way too much.
Is that all the spots? Hold on, what is this? What the fuck is this?
Protect you from HIV. So I think PrEP needs to be more talked about, okay? Because we actually have a medication that people didn't have back in the day. So we need to take advantage of it because this thing is spreading rapidly.
I had been dating him for over a year. From the beginning of our relationship, he always insisted we be intimate without protection. I kept saying no mainly because I was scared of getting pregnant. But after a year and 5 months together, I decided to give in. I thought I was giving him something special. Right after we were done, he turned to me with a strange look in his eyes and said, "Congratulations, now you have HIV too."
This used to be her, y'all. Bruh.
He's insisted we be intimate with...
Her whole body is emaciated, bruh. It's all sucked in and shit, bruh.
Without protection. I kept saying no mainly because I was scared of getting pregnant. But after a year and 5 months together, I decided to give in. I thought I was giving him something special. Right after we were done, he turned to me with a strange look in his eyes and said, "Congratulations, now you have HIV too."
Bruh.
At first, I laughed. I thought it was a dark, twisted joke. I couldn't imagine he was being serious.
I hope that nigga is under the jail right now, man.
I didn't want to believe it.
That's
so
messed
I
up.
stayed.
Wow.
I stayed for 5 more years.
Whoa.
Until my body started to change.
Oh my
I had
God.
constant fevers, lost weight rapidly, and strange rashes started appearing everywhere.
Oh my God,
I
bro.
finally went to the hospital and I'll never forget the moment the doctor looked at me and said, "You tested positive for HIV."
Oh my God, bro.
I was in shock.
Fuck.
I immediately called him crying, and that's when he finally admitted
Oh my
it.
God, bro.
He told me he had known all along that he got it from a previous girlfriend and that he made it his mission to pass it on to every woman he dated. He had already done it to at least 3 other women.
He better be locked
before
up.
me, and I was the 4th.
Wow.
Even though I was heartbroken, even though my world fell
Wow.
apart, I couldn't bring myself to report him because I loved him.
Wow.
Now I live with this virus, and every day is a battle, not just physically, but emotionally. But I'm stronger now, and I share my story not for pity, but to warn others. Protect yourself. Don't ignore
Oh my God.
red flags, and please choose love that doesn't hurt.
But it's survival level smart.
Yo, let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below, man. I'm grossed out right now. I'm trying to make it through the video while eating this food. But we finna get off this thing, man. I had goosebumps throughout this whole video. This shit is disgusting, all right? It's disgusting. I feel for everybody who is going through this. Y'all gotta tighten up, man. Tighten up and don't just be sleeping with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. This is crazy as hell. I've known people personally who had stuff that you can't get rid of. And, you know, it's just like, I don't know, man. It's kind of the luck of the draw sometimes, unless you really want to sit down and, like, both of us do our tests and stuff like that and then come back a month later. And we all know how sex is, right? It's very spontaneous. It's very, you know, it's very in the moment. So it's kind of like, when you're in the moment, does anybody want to bring up test results and shit? But after looking at this, you might want to do that. Let me know in the comment section down below, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell they ain't your mama, tell they Uncle Joey still a hoe. I will see you guys in the next motherfucking video, and I love y'all, man. Peace. We out, baby.